Hi everybody. Here to listen to the music of Greece. It's monophonic. Notice the columns, very important to our study. Their view of the world, the simplicity of their fashion. And the Romans picked up a lot of the same concepts. So here's Roman columns. Of course, the whole anatomy and the whole structure is built on Greek themes. The Middle Ages moves away from that. The spires. The artwork devolves. Figures become very statuesque and flat, dimension-wise. The beautiful arch that churches use to create the space that this music sounds like. The Renaissance moves away from all that flatness and returns to Greek ideas with columns and the arch. You can see the beauty and the science and the math involved in the art, and they begin to use secular themes like parties and dancing, returning to the concept of the human body of the Greeks, and frivolous themes. The fashion is very Greek. The Baroque becomes very excessive. Action, lots of action and death and martyrs, extra things added to the architecture. Every space of the walls and ceilings are covered, and of course, no simplicity. The classical era returns to the Greek simplicity. The simple column-like music of Mozart, the emperor, the world in transition. You'll see the White House, banks, love that column for security. It reminds you of the old in a modern city. And here is a Greek-themed statue, and of course, Greek clothes. The Romantic era stretches this, but moves into more excessive buildings, more grotesque sculptures, excessive clothing, and we have new types of music like Chopin and the nationalism. Modernism uses new materials. America becomes dominant. Skyscrapers, the Gothic reaching to the sky, the neoclassic return to the old sculptures. We have new sounds like Impressionism and Expressionism, which describes the horror of World War I. This is the Scream, for instance. We go back, in a sense, to the Greek classic again, the little black dress. Now look what postmodern does. It throws all the conventions out. New materials, sounds, classic rock, back to the days of old rock. How about new architecture? Among all the same skyscrapers, we have that one building that resembles the mountain. How about putting a postmodern entrance into a classic building, or adding extra things to the side of your building? How about the sounds of the underground or outsider art? People who aren't considered artists, who have their own narcissistic way. How about being conformist or non-conformist, like with punk and the fashion? How about the simplicity of all these cans? Why are we all eating from the same cans? That's minimalism. How about just music and art as a joke, which is referred to as Dada? Why is this in the museum? How about this work of art that you drive? And modern art really reflects commercialism. Brand as art is that yellow with a black background, black with a yellow background. That leads us to all these movements. How do you enter this building? Does it look comfortable? And where are we going with art? Are we going towards an artificial intelligence with hologram performers? Well, I say keep your ears and eyes open. And if you know a little about art, you understand its evolution.